Alright buddies, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to repot these two types of SEDUM rubrotinctum jelly beans without too much leaf loss and those leaves popping off while repotting, and then tips afterwards so that they don't lose too many leaves after repotting them into their new pots. So let's get to repotting these jelly beans. Start with the jelly beans. Here we are. I'm going to take them out of the container. As you can see, the soil is completely dry. I let it completely dry on purpose. That way, it's easier. It's a little bit easier for me to repot, and I didn't want the jelly beans to be completely full of water and dehydrated, because then the leaves would just pop off really quickly. Gently, we just massage the soil off the roots like so. Okay, one is starting to detach, so let me hold it like this. Make sure to support each at the bottom. And just keep massaging the roots. Try to get rid of as much soil as possible. So I've got most of the soil here off, and that's good enough. You see how no leaf loss? Maybe one, I think one dropped in there somewhere, I don't know, but that is because I didn't repot when they were completely full of water and hydrated. It really helps. Very gentle, guys. These are kind of full still, even if I never watered it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set that aside. And then this one, grab it from the bottom. So that wasn't so hard. So there it is. Pulled it out. That wasn't so hard. Okay, so now they are ready to be potted. I have here a pot with some soil in it already. Let's see if that's enough. And we just do this. A little crowded, but they'll be fine. Separate a little. There you go. That's good enough. I don't want to touch it anymore. They are standing and they are good. So here is another pot of SEDUM rubrotinctum jelly beans that we're going to pot up. This is the SEDUM rubrotinctum aurora, the variegated version of the jelly bean, and we'll be potting her up in her own pot as well, because I'm not going to put it together with the other terracotta pot. There's just going to be too many of them in there. So I've got my little container here to catch the soil, and gently we will remove our SEDUM aurora from the pot. So try to be gentle with it as much as possible. That way we don't lose a lot of leaves, because these guys will pop off really easily. So what I'm doing here is I'm just squeezing, I'm just massaging the soil off the roots gently. It's important to, I let the soil really dry up, and I let the jelly beans get a little bit thirsty and dehydrated. This way the leaves don't pop off so easily, because when they are well hydrated, the leaves will pop off really quickly. So I've gotten almost all the soil off here, and one is already coming loose. Be very, very careful, because you don't want to lose those leaves. So I just took it off gently, and I'm still trying to squeeze off as much soil as I can off the roots there. And oh, I'm gonna lose that leaf. And we just keep massaging the soil off those roots. Careful not to hit the baby. I've got a little baby there growing. And put that down. As you can see, I didn't lose a lot of leaves while doing this, because they are a little bit dehydrated and the leaves don't pop off as easily when they are a little bit thirsty. There you go. I've got the roots as clean as I possibly could. I will not rinse these roots because they are clean enough for me and they look good. Okay, so that is done. Now let's make sure to check the stems. Make sure there's no signs of rot or mushiness on each stem before we repot them. There you go. And the last one, make sure to always thoroughly check the stem for rot. Everything looks pretty good. So here is my soil for them. I'm ready to repot them. Now that I've repotted them, even though I know they are a little bit dehydrated, I am not going to water this for a while, for probably 4 days at the least, but it could probably go a week without watering and they will be completely fine, because jelly beans are a little bit delicate after repotting. So I'm just gonna let it rest for, like I said, 4 to 7 days, and let me just place this leaf here for propagation. And here is our SEDUM rubrotinctum aurora all potted up, and we only lost 1 leaf. So there you go, plant buddies. That is our repotting of our SEDUM rubrotinctum jelly beans, the regular version, and our SEDUM rubrotinctum aurora, the variegated version of the jelly beans, with barely any leaf loss. So like I said, my little tip is to let them completely dry out in whatever soil they came in, if it's not soaking wet, of course. And then let them get a little bit dehydrated before repotting for minimal leaf loss. So I hope this video helped somehow on how to repot jelly beans with minimal leaf loss. And this is Christine from these Succulent Buddies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.